think my back is literally stuck to my chair. That's how disgustingly sweaty I am right now. I just thought I'd put that image in your head. Here we go. Oh, I can't remove my back from my chair. My chair is leather. It's not good. That's gross. I'm just gonna have to stay stationary for the rest of this commentary. After classes end, I'm the last one to leave the classroom. I close the door behind me and quietly make my way to the art room. Thought you were leaving, quitting. Club time passes in relative peace and quiet. I sit in my usual seat next to Rin, but she doesn't seem to be in a talkative mood. Maybe it's that time of the month. She's even more distant than usual. Today we are going to draw still life, and get to choose from either a vase full of fake flowers or an arrangement of rocks, sticks and canvas. Rocks, sticks and canvas! Aww. The teacher encourages us to gather around the preferred motive, emphasizing perspective, texture and lighting as the key points of this exercise. I look at Rin to see if she prefers one of the subjects over the other, but she just tilts her head, signifying nothing. The club members quickly shuffle their chairs around the classroom to get closer to either the vase or the clutter. Rin and I both pick the flower vase, but only one of us seems to do any work. She's ignoring Namaya's assignment, just like she's suddenly started ignoring me, and has been doodling something idly with her foot, not really even looking at what she's drawing. I try to catch her gaze, but she's looking out the window. It's making me uneasy. Rin almost looks like she's asleep, with the way she's leaning back against the chair with her legs resting easily on the desk. She's now completely given up on drawing. The more I try to relax, ignore her, and just be myself, the more it feels like I should ask if something's wrong. After club activities are over and others have filed out, Rin gets up from her seat and marches over to Namaya with unusual determination. I will do it. Namaya, who was humming to himself while sorting a box of pencils by hardness, turns around with a mixed expression of friendliness and incomprehension on his face. What will you do, my girl? Gallery person. I can talk with that person. At least yesterday I thought I could. And today too. I think. I want to try it. I'm going to go all the way. The widest smile I've ever seen on any person's face lights up the teacher's features. He's almost literally beaming. Oh, wonderful! I'd almost lost hope. Such a hard-headed girl you are. But I knew that sooner or later you'd understand as well. I will call my good friend Sion, shut up, and arrange a meeting. You will need to show her your work so she can estimate it. I have told her about you, but obviously you should talk face to face. I shall do that. This is so exciting, isn't it? It's with the tongue hanging out your face there, buddy. Namaya is talking more to himself than to us, and is walking in circles around his desk, waving his hands around wildly all the while. Whoop, 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 whoop. He picks up his cell phone from the breast pocket of his jacket and flips it open with a stylish movement, starting to look for the number to call. While he searches, he notices me staring and gives me a beaming thumbs up. I shrug back at him, doing my best not to look smug. Namaya finds the number and makes the call, turning away from us and lowering his voice once it goes through. Even so, I can hear his excited tone. The call doesn't last long. Fabulous! Say is at the art gallery right now, and said she would stop. And said we could stop right by away if that's fine. This is most excellent. Yep, some kind of portfolio to show, right? She just shakes her head at the question. Never fear. I have taken some photos of your paintings. We can bring those and maybe a couple originals with us. Those will be quite sufficient for now. There should be some recent ones around here in the back, right? He pulls out a folder full of photos out of the desk drawer, then charges towards the back where there is a small storage room and extra cabinets for all the materials and tools the art classes and club use. He soon finds what he is looking for and crudely wraps 2 of Rin's paintings in some brown packing paper. Nakai, would you carry these to my car? I pick up the 2 oil paintings. They aren't heavy, but they do make navigation somewhat cumbersome, as I follow Namaya and Rin to the parking lot. Bunch of people movers we got here. Not very classy cars for teachers. I'm very disappointed, to be honest. Namaya has a pretty nice car, not something I would expect a high school teacher to drive. I wonder what kind of salaries they earn at Yamaku. Wow, which one's his? I know what this car is. Embarrassingly, because I have the same car. Don't judge me. It's my mum's old car. I can't afford a new car, so I just bought her old one. Shut up, and it's blue. My one's blue. It has a subwoofer in the back, so it makes it all better. I play loud music and piss off my neighbours. The canvases are stuffed into the trunk where they just barely fit. At the teacher's over-enthusiastic prompting, I get in the car along with them. Rin answers my questioning stare with a confirming nod and a nonchalant shrug. I guess I've become some sort of assistant for her now. Well, I guess you have, haven't you? Namaya doesn't go light on the pedal. The smooth ride takes just about 10 minutes to bring us to the city centre, where we pull into a tiny parking lot and get out of the car. Pick up the paintings again, looking around. It's just like any city in Japan, really. Same style of buildings, people hurrying here and there, office workers sweating in their suits in the summer heat. Akira would be doing the same. Wide tree-lined streets aren't something you see everywhere though. Maybe they're this city's specialty. It definitely has that feel of the city, which I thought I had already forgotten. I feel immediately comfortable walking around. I haven't actually been here before.
No, in that case, it's about time. It's a great city, lots of wonderful folk around here, and most important of all, a vibrant cultural life. Say's place is just around the corner.
22nd Corner. That's the name of the art gallery. They've always got some weird name for art galleries. After turning around 3 more corners, Namaya stops in front of a door. There is a nameplate in big red letters over it. 22nd Corner. Is this really the 22nd Corner? Yes, Rin. Yes, it is. Of what? That's bothering me too. I mean, where to start counting and which way do you count? Rin gets worked up over the strangest things. Unlike me, Namaya ignores her completely and pushes the door open. The gallery is very clean looking, and the air conditioning makes it cool and very comfortable. The white walls and big windows facing onto the busy street make the whole place feel eerie and bright. There's nobody around whom I can see, however. Most of the floor space is empty, with only a few large tables and a counter for furniture. There are paintings too, of course. A poster advertises an exhibition for an artist I've never heard of. Most of his work seems to be portraits or landscapes done in more traditional style than Rin's abstraction. Ooh. Summoned by the bell on the door, a lady who looks maybe around Namaya's age. Really? She looks a lot younger than Namaya. Comes from around the corner. She's dressed in a sharp suit, her straight dark hair and perfect ponytail behind her head. A pair of flashy, expensive looking eyeglasses frame her eyes. Should have gone to Specsavers. On second glance, I'm not so sure of her age anymore. She looks old and yet not actually old. It's called sophisticated, Hisao.
Say, hello.
Or was that supposed to be,
say hello?
Okay, bad joke. She clearly recognises the teacher, greeting him warmly.
Oh, there you are.
Shinichi, and so quickly. I take it that these two are your students?
Indeed, let me introduce you. This is Rin Tezuka, the one I spoke to you about, and the healthy-looking lad over there is Hisao Nakai.
She takes a long, hard look at the both of us, especially Rin. It feels like we're being evaluated, that a worth of some abstract kind is being calculated for us. No, yes, yet no, this will not do. No, she's not pretty enough, and this young lad over here is a bit ugly. Yes, I'm sorry, Namaya. Please leave immediately. Her eyes linger for a long time on Rin. On her eyes, her empty sleeves tied in knots, her posture. Sei takes her first impression of Rin with an intensity I've not seen used by anyone else before. Once finished, she smiles amiably. Pleased to meet you both. My name is Sayonji, and I am the owner of this gallery. Could I maybe offer you some tea? Well, you can't maybe offer me some tea. You've already offered me tea. I'll just continue.
Oh, no thank you, we're fine. Let's get down to business.
I lay the paintings on the tabletop to give the gallery owner a better view, and Namaya pulls out his folder of photos. The old lady studies Rin's works carefully, absent-mindedly brushing her cheek with her fingers while letting her gaze sweep over the paintings. Speaking of brushing her cheek with her fingers, has anybody seen the movie Contagion? Hands up. Contagion, people. Scares the shit out of you. Apparently you touch your face with your hand like at least 5,000 times a day or some shit. And you get really paranoid after watching that movie because then you realise every time you touch your face it's like, oh god, where's that hand been? What have I touched with that hand? I could die. Her eyes remind me of a bird of prey of some sort. They're so sharp and somehow very calculating. She takes her time, slowly going over the paintings in order without uttering a single word. Yes, yes, quite. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, very. Oh, right, yes. Yes. Even the teacher looks very nervous. He tries to point out certain details and other things about Rin's work, but it seems like she's not listening. While Namaya and I keep looking at Sei, trying to look for some sort of hint of a reaction on the gallery owner's face, Rin lets her gaze wander around the gallery space. Suddenly she pipes up. Is this really the twist? Oh, Rin. Sei raises her gaze from the paintings to look at Rin, but doesn't answer. It's probably for the best. She takes stock of Rin's slouchy posture and her dreamy eyes that are again moving restlessly about. The way Rin seems to be detached from the situation that's supposed to be very important for her annoys me just a little. I'm practically holding my breath here. After Sei has gone through all of Namaya's photos and inspected the 2 oil paintings I hold here, she goes through all the material again, this time at a quicker pace. Finally she gives her verdict. Oh, come on, come on, come on! I like it. Yes! Though, if you don't mind me saying, you're still a bit immature, searching for your own direction, perhaps? She picks up one of the photos. Still, just look at this. I just can't take my eyes off it. Like a little kitten playing around. That's what your art makes me feel, young lady. Thank you, I think. Nobody has ever said that before, I think. That's all that Rin has to say. Something about what the gallery owner says and how she says it makes it sound patronizing to me, but I hold my tongue.
Anyway, what a wonderful imagination though, isn't it? I've always said that Tezuka has a great eye for composition and color harmony, and technique. Remember, although these are done with her feet.
Of course, we need to put some of the simpler ones on display too, for the lay people, right? Oh, whoops. I completely messed it up. I'm not going back to it. The teacher snorts derisively.
You know how those Philistines are? What do they understand about real art? They'd just be at a loss with the abstractions and themes here. But it'll generate more publicity, and that's good, isn't it?
Sei smiles gently at Namaya's remark and turns back to the paintings. I wonder. To tell you the truth, I just don't know if all this makes an exhibition. Even if I like it, I don't get the feel of a theme, of cohesion. There is no oeuvre, or really, who would expect such from a young artist like the kitten here?
Oh, no. It's definitely doable, especially if we get a few new pieces and touch up some old ones.
I don't mind painting more, I'll do anything. It's a bit of a stretch.
Trust me, I wouldn't have come to you if I didn't believe Tezuka was ready. You can see it too, can't you? I know exactly what her kind is capable of, and you know too.
Those words give the gallerist, I don't know, lady a pause. A hollow, bottomless look takes over her eyes for a moment, as if she was looking through or maybe just past Namaya. She says nothing, but her mouth becomes a tight, flat line as if stretched. Finally, the moment pauses. Oh god, here comes yours. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I went from old Britain English to American just then. Sei sighs and takes a few steps, walking in a circle as if to help organise her thoughts. She takes another look at the photo of the painting she particularly liked. That one made her call Rin a kitten. She places her hand over her mouth, lost for words. After a few moments, she shakes her head. I don't know what to say. After seeing you, dear, and those paintings of yours, would you excuse us for a moment? I want to talk to your teacher in private for a bit. Okay. Yep. Sei draws the art teacher aside, and they talk in hushed tones for a while. I can't hear what they are saying, but over her shoulder I can see the lines around the corners of her mouth tighten as she motions with her hands in time with her words. The expression on her face is... what kind of expression is it? I couldn't say. Once they're done discussing whatever they had to discuss, they give one another a serious look. I feel something that goes beyond more words transpiring here. They walk back to us. Sei looks seriously at Rin, her left hand reaching as if instinctively towards a pack of cigarettes that's lying on the table. She picks the pack up and extracts one, looks at it absent-mindedly as if only now realizing she did so, and puts it back. Oops. Finally, she locks eyes with Rin, evaluating her once more. Alright, little kitten, I'm going to believe in you. I will display your paintings in here, but from what I can see, this is not enough. You don't really have a cohesive theme, and you don't have enough of the good stuff. You're going to have to work hard and to actually get something that we can put on exhibit here. I know. It's a good thing my gallery is so small, no? Rin already spends pretty much every free waking moment she has painting. How is it possible to work any harder? She'd have to skip class to do more than she already does. How can anyone work that much? Silence falls in the gallery after my words. Shouldn't have said anything, man. Should have kept your mouth shut. Sei looks at the art teacher, who is looking contemplatively at his star student. Look at all three of them. I look at all three of them, confused. I have to remember who I'm talking about here.
It's doable.
What do you mean?
I mean, the school is special. The board puts great value on things such as this. I'm sure I could arrange some leave for her. It's not unprecedented by any means. I'll discuss it with her parents too, but they've been quite supportive. That reminds me, we haven't seen Ren's parents yet. However, it might be a bit of a stretch to get working space for her at the school if she's not actually going to attend classes. Actually, I was thinking about this before. Do you use this place upstairs for anything? No, I don't. Haven't since back then. It's more like a landfill than an atelier.
Maybe these two knew each other before. Maybe I already knew that and I have just forgotten. Upstairs?
I own a small atelier apartment on the top floor of this building, but it hasn't been in use for... goodness, it's been so long, hasn't it?
Her eyes leaped to Namaya, who has a strange muted expression on his face.
Indeed. Do you think...
Even Namaya, in all his brashness, had trouble coming straight out with the question. Say, of course, sees through him and throws up her hands, sighing deeply.
I guess I can't say no, can I? Very well, I'll lend you the use of that place as well if needed. It's not like I really use it.
Damn right you're gonna let us use it.
Excellent! I knew I could count on you. Don't celebrate yet, it really is a mess, so don't be shocked when you first see it. However, you can use it as you see fit. Since it's an atelier, it already has easels and things like that. You only need your own tools and materials,
and your own imagination,
and to somehow clean it up a bit. It's not habitable though, so I can't let you live there. I doubt your school or parents would allow that in any case.
Okay.
However, it's convenient to crash there overnight if necessary. I won't mind. Oh, we're going to have sex in the atelier. Haha! Most excellent, isn't it, Tezuka?
He enthusiastically pats Rin on the shoulder, laughing in relief and happiness as if all this good fortune landed on him personally. Say smiles as well, perhaps more amused by the old teacher's glee than anything else.
Oh dear, Shinichi, this really is like back then. In the old days. Are you sure we all haven't bitten off more than we can chew?
She looks at Rin, who seems to be oddly subdued despite all this.
I hope it will be worth it, kitten.
What the fuck's up with kitten? That's weird. She holds out her hand as if to shake Rin, but realizes the impossibility and quickly moves to pat her on the shoulder. Rin looks back at her silently, her eyes serious and impenetrable, like the dark of the night. Well, that was very interesting. Very interesting.
Katawa Shoujo, do 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 do.
Yes, I got it in. Yeah. And before I do that, I'm gonna save it there. So I hope you guys enjoyed these parts, and I will see you next part. Bye.